Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, friends. It's time for some Saturday morning React-TOONS featuring Robotech, specifically episode 49, A New Recruit. I can't wait to watch this, friends. Get some good old-fashioned Saturday morning React-TOONS and sitting down and having some fun and knowing that we're going to have an adventure and be able to smile because I've been watching some decidedly downer type of stuff. Great stuff, but downer type of stuff. I'm looking at you, Arcane. But that's then and this is now. And now it's time to watch Robotech episode 49, A New Recruit. Before we get started, if you could do me a huge favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time we go live with Saturday morning React-TOONS. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description, my friends. But all that is then. This is now, and now it's time to journey not into the stars per se, but with the dirt and grime of the 15th as we join Robotech, episode 49, A New Recruit. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go! Fanfare. Anything new I can try? Oh shit, I don't have my glasses on. I'm appropriately bespeckled. I love Dana. There, I've said it. She's the best. I like when she got in there and kicked Purple Hair's ass in the hospital.
The threat posed by the Robotech masters has sent fear through the ranks of the Army of the Southern Cross.
49 episodes, holy shit.
Their one hope rests with a captured alien bioroid pilot known only as Zor.
Okay.
Tight stomach. 59. 60.
It's a hell of a good job that she's not kicking her feet up on that incline. I always love it. Every couple episodes, Dana's got to check out her abs and her ass, which I think is realistic.
Excuse me, sir. Second Lieutenant Dana Sterling reporting as ordered.
Come in, Shirley.
Emerson?
You may know, Lieutenant, we have a problem with Zor. He's here, but he's not here. His memory's completely wiped out and we badly need to debrief him.
Debrief him right here? Now?
No, not now. What's the matter with you? Just listen to me a moment, Lieutenant. Zor is now under your personal direction. And because you're half Zentradi yourself, you alone are the one to handle this job.
Me debrief Zor all alone? Sir.
For the time being. Now, do you think you can handle it, Lieutenant Sterling?
Remember we got into a savage fight at the hospital?
Sir, I hope you know what you're doing.
I don't.
You'll just have to wait and see for now.
Well, I hope it works out for the best, General. But I would have liked to have debriefed Zor personally.
I don't make the rules of war, I just play the game. If Zor was
Nice.
there and he knows the Robotech Master's secrets, then we must make use of it.
Hey, Rochelle, thank you for not supporting me at all.
So he's replacing all the men that we lost? I don't think that's right.
Hey, I don't want this guy as my wingman. No way, no how.
You're all starting off on a bang-up foot.
Well, Zor, welcome to 15 Squad.
Nice, Louie.
Why,
Now?
yes, I guess I can find something to do. Later, Dana.
And I'll thank you to address me in the proper manner from now on. Is that clear?
Right, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant. That was the funniest Louie line we've had yet. Lieutenant.
Steady now. Just concentrate.
Jesus. And...
Time is running out.
I should stop and think.
Yeah. Okay, now, just one more.
Oh, Zor, you were so good. You were wonderful. I can't believe it. Where did you learn to shoot like that?
I killed so many of you guys, I got pretty good at this.
Yeah, you can shoot. Now what, hotshot? You're gonna destroy the bioroids or us? What's the matter? Cat got your tongue, tough guy?
Eddie, stop that right now.
Don't worry about Eddie. The firm solution. Whoa!
Here. And I don't think he's that tough either.
All right, Eddie. I'm taking my perm and leaving.
Guy.
The joke I was going to say is that Eddie's perm solution had invaded his brain and caused these angry emotions, but that joke was lost to time as all that unfolded.
What? Marie's getting out today? Oh, now listen, Flyboy. She's not going to be as easy as shooting down skylarks. You get me? Oh, by the way, tell Marie I'm glad she's feeling better and getting out of the hospital today. I'll come and see her as soon as I possibly can. Bye-bye.
Marie hates you.
Zor. Oh, Zor, I'd love to unlock your memory.
Are you sure this is what the General meant by debriefing?
15 years later, and we've got an amusement park after the destruction of Earth.
I think I'm in love.
That word has no real meaning for me.
Well, wait till you've had a ride on the space tunnel, and then tell me it has no meaning.
There's a lot to unpack in that statement.
There now, this isn't so bad. Here we go.
Did she have a strap that wasn't connected?
The pattern repeating over and over and over.
What's the matter, Zor?
Yep, I knew that wasn't fastened. Oh.
Who was that? Who was that I saw?
This guy's hair is a trip.
It's not Dana, it's Louie. Always hanging around him, asking about the Robotech mothership. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing about Zor.
Hey, pal, let's go for a swim. It'll make you relax. Come on.
Okay.
I'm easily distracted by swimming.
So, what happens if you do regain your memory? Do you crack up or what?
Who cares?
Maybe Dana, but she's about the only one.
I could give two shits.
Huh?
Earth is the final source of protoculture, the basis of our power.
SDF-1, SDF-2, and Chiron ship, right?
Control this life force by conquering Earth.
Zor!
What happened? He farted and passed out.
You are now under top security restrictions. Speak of this to no one.
Sure.
Remember, no one, Doctor. And thanks again.
I live in this hospital. Who am I going to tell? So is he going to like turn on like some type of like killer like assassin bot?
They are like insects, simple creatures, but with emotions. They're industrious, productive, but frivolous. This immature female, for instance.
Who's kicked our asses numerous times.
Is it possible for his memory to come back strongly enough so that he can tell them? What are your opinions?
You guys sent him in there.
Zor Prime has detected something in that half-breed, and that recognition has aroused him, and his emotions are doubtless the key to bringing back his memory.
Emphasis on aroused.
To avoid the risk of being subjected to even more of his most primitive emotions, we should begin controlling Zor Prime immediately. Let us go into his mind and start controlling him now.
We can do that?
But Supreme Commander, why provoke an attack when we have something they would barter to get? Let's tell them we know why they're here and make a deal.
A deal? Ridiculous.
That makes too much fucking sense, Emerson.
What are you thinking, General? That we'll just have a luncheon with the Robotech masters, huh? They won't make a deal. They haven't even made an attempt to communicate.
Kind of like with the Zentradi Four Eyes.
And don't raise a fist at me, young man. Now sit down and keep quiet.
Yes, you heard him. We are...
Rochelle's the hype man. Yeah.
There will be no more listening and no more talking. We must attack the aliens.
Well, then let's sit in silence.
Supreme Commander,
That's all.
sir.
I'm late for my assholery class.
Look familiar? I made it myself. It's a replica of the one you wore in the big battle.
I don't quite remember.
Hey, wait!
Hey, it's me, Eddie with the perm. I'm here to fight you. You're gonna kill me.
Come on, Eddie. Oh!
You're the cause of my brother's death.
Oh, well, Eddie's got a bone to pick then.
Remember it all. Now admit it. Huh?
Angelo, get over there.
I just want to know.
I'm sorry.
Well, now he's gonna...
Eddie!
Huh? Ooh.
Don't you think that's enough now, Eddie?
Angelo just howls that haymaker.
I won't stop him again, Zor.
I don't blame you. I suppose I deserve a lot more than a few punches for what happened to his brother.
You got that right, mister.
We're going with the assumption Zor was hypnotized, right? Or under compulsion?
I thought you were gonna wait for me in the lounge. I've been looking all over this place for you. What's the matter now?
Apparently I'm a killer.
I don't want you bothering me anymore, and I don't want my memory back either, understand?
What? I don't believe this.
Why would he want to remember?
Listen to me. The past is the past. You have to be strong and face it. That's the only way you're gonna beat it. Otherwise, you'll lose everything.
My mom killed hundreds of humans.
If that's the way you want it to be, then that's it. But don't come to me for any help.
Mother! I actually think it's kind of cool that these different, like, sounds and stuff trigger. It's like PTSD. Not that I think that's cool. I just think it's realistic that they're doing it that way.
Do not try to run. You cannot escape.
I mean, where the hell are you going in your mind?
Where am I? Huh? That music.
It's Musica.
Her music. So delicate.
Bowie is not going to be happy about this, Zor. Why does this remind me of the Aha Take On Me video?
8 weapons. Fire at will.
Are they shooting her? I mean, a whiteboard fell over everybody.
When I first saw her, she was playing this beautiful music, but then I used her as a shield. I didn't think they'd kill her, but they did. I have no memory. I'm a clone, an android. I did kill Eddie's brother, I'm sure.
No! Stop it!
7, 14, 21, 28.
There's only one way to defeat the Robotech Masters. I must destroy myself.
No, there is always hope. Your hand! Physiologically, your appearance is perfect.
I'm not real sure, Dana, but believe me, our survival depends on my finding out why they have done this to me and what they plan to do now.
So we want to learn again? Okay.
I'm going to get some answers. General Emerson must have some information on biogenetic humans.
What makes you think Emerson has it?
Huh? Who is that? Zor?
How could you not know that Zor?
I find it interesting, though, the Micronians continue to delude themselves with plans of attacking our Robotech fortresses. But I must say they have courage.
One simple fate remains for the Micronians, that we will annihilate every one of them.
Agreed.
Some willing participants, others merely pawns in a deadly game of cat and mouse.
All right, everybody, we just got done watching Robotech, episode 49, A New Recruit. Hint, it's Zor. And the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, episode 49, A New Recruit of Robotech. This was one of the weaker ones for me, simply because we had a lot of back and forth and kind of whipsaw stuff with the dialogue and the actual storyboarding. You know, I mean, we went to, I got to learn my memory. I can't learn my memory. I got to learn my memory. I can't learn my memory. And then everybody else was sort of like on that same pitch count where they were like, I got to learn my, nope, nope. You know, and so it was a back and forth with something that should have been like a maybe at most like a 5 minutes of the episode where they decided to like dig into his mind. I would have been more down with it had they continued off of the first part of the episode where it was like Dana taking him to the amusement park and you know, him trying to like pull himself out and all that stuff. And you know, I like I mentioned in the reaction, I really enjoy the realism to like, you know, like the repeating patterns as he saw when they were going through that like space tunnel thing, and that triggering him, and the sound, the breaking glass triggering him. You know, those are all very symptomatic of PTSD, which is, I mean, I assume that it's something that Zor would definitely be, I mean, it certainly looks like he is suffering from it. With the addition of amnesia, it lends itself to a different potential quality, you know, where it's like the memories that are causing him distress, not necessarily the reaction to the memories. It's the emergence of the memories that are causing him distress. But I kind of think of it's, you know, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. It's PTSD in some form that is really kind of putting him back on his heels in these different circumstances. I was a little disappointed in not disappointed, but I was, I thought the 15th would have been a little bit. What I think they've failed to do is this. I think they failed to, address, and a lot of you have told me that in the original Southern Cross, the non-Robotech version of Southern Cross, it's the enemy doesn't have enough pilots, and so they were stealing humans and brainwashing them and having them fly their bioroids. So, I mean, similar to what we were experiencing here, but they're throwing in like clone aspects and stuff like that. But I think that what they needed to kind of both get across to like Dana and the 15th, but also like the other generals and stuff, it needed to be said, hey, listen, this guy can't remember anything. This was done against his will. If that's the story that like they're going with, right? This was done against his will. It's up to us to kind of bring him back to his humanity in the hopes that as a human or as a member of our species, he decides that the knowledge that would then be unlocked for his time with the Robotech Masters, he could then kind of act as, a double agent and give us the information. Of course, they don't know that the Robotech Masters have sent him in here. I know they're observing everything through his eyes. And I'm not really sure. I mean, the Robotech Masters, they don't have as many, to my knowledge, and correct me if I'm wrong, they don't act like they have as many troops as they need, hence the need to like conscript humans and stuff like that. So then all-out offensive is kind of off the table for them. It has to be sort of like a defense, position of power. That's the only way we can really like take out the different armies that are coming against us, the different units that are coming against us. And that's cool and all. It's just that they needed to define that a little bit better. And I should applaud them because that's the first time I've run across something in this leg of Robotech that has really been a sticking point for me as far as like just being able to enjoy it and being able to comprehend what's going on. Protoculture is always kind of nebulous, but I've got enough of a grip on that one where it's not a problem anymore. If they throw different curveballs at me, I can adapt to you guys have given me a lot of help with the protoculture type of approach, like how to look at it. And I think they needed just a little bit more clarification across the board because it seems like we're getting so many different like varying switching opinions. Like the higher brass says, if he can get his memory back, and everybody's like, no, you need to shut the fuck up. And I mean, there's so much infighting with the commanders. It's absolutely hilarious. I mean, now I thought one of the cool things was Rochelle was Rochelle was sort of not down with Emerson's use of Zor and applying him or kind of putting him into the 15th. But when they were surrounded by the other commanders, Rochelle's like, yeah, F you all, I'm backing up Emerson. I thought that was kind of cool because it was like, I've got my own complaints with Emerson's approach to all this, but in the public domain, when Emerson is making a statement and you all are like jumping down his throat, know full well that I'm in his corner. I'm his cut man. So the F you. I thought that was pretty neat. I put a little check mark beside Rochelle, which is my way of saying they did something cool. So I like that quite a bit. I'm a little, I don't like the way that they're kind of delivering some of the information, some of like the internal monologue from Zor. I think it's something to do with the voice. It's very like game show announcer, I'm thinking about all the people that I've killed. I'm Zor, it's like, and again, obviously I'm being a little bit hyperbolic with that, but it's, I don't know. I enjoy most of the voice acting in Robotech. His voice is just a little bit off for me. And again, it's probably the initial complication that I have with how he was like telepathically talking, and it was like that weird kind of high-pitched voice. I've just not been a fan of like his voice treatment from like the beginning, but I can certainly get past that. That's super duper nitpicky. But again, I would have liked to call back to if they were so concerned that he was still like an agent of the enemy, even though he's displaying, at least a willingness to hear what they have to say, relearn his, humanity, join the 15th. They put him in practice as far as being a part of a unit. It would have been a cool callback, especially like in the leaders conference, if someone had said, well, we've had something like this occur before in Dana's mom, Miria. I mean, she was an enemy ace. She had killed countless numbers of our fighters. And when she defected, I assume faced the same type of scrutiny about whether, where her loyalties would lie, but ultimately became one of our greatest assets because she was true to both herself and to us. And so it'd be kind of weird. It would be almost a way to exploit that, like if they knew that Dana's mom, Miria, had a similar kind of path into like the Robotech Defense Force, if they had used that in the same manner, like the masters had been like, Miria she was able to do this. Let's send in Zor to do the same thing. It's interesting. Ultimately, they didn't do it though, but it just seems like it was a weak ass plan on the master side, and once they got over to the humanity side, like they don't know what to do with him. And again, they need to define whether or not they believe he's actively the enemy and pretending to forget, which is like the way most people treat him. Like, you fucker, I mean, it's like, dude, I don't remember anything. Why are you mad? Why didn't you just kill me on the battlefield if you were going to bring me back and like, put me on trial for war crimes, essentially, that I have no clue that I did by your own definition of how you're viewing me, Oh, he doesn't have a memory. I thought it would have been more skeptical if they'd have been like, he absolutely remembers, and kept him locked up for a little bit longer, but I digress. This is the one episode that is a little weaker for me than the others. It was repetitive and it was not very clear, remained very murky on their approach with certain things. But again, it's in the grand pantheon of things, it's certainly not something that I'm, going to look back on and be like, boy, that a new recruit episode 49 sucked. I'm not going to say that. I enjoyed it, but I've just been spoiled a little bit, friends, I think, with this incredible run of great episodes that we've had. And by no means is this on the other end of the spectrum where we've had all these great episodes and this shitty one. This one's just kind of a, not bad, not good, nice, temperate climb, nothing to one extreme or the other. And for me, that has been the weaker episode. So if you can say that an average episode is your weakest one, you're doing something right, friends. Before we get out of here, if you could do me a huge favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. You'll be alerted next time we go live with Saturday Morning React-Toons or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description, my friends. But all that is then and this is now, and now it's time to say goodbye from Robotech. So where should we say goodbye from? Well, I think the easiest place to say goodbye from is the gym, friends, because I'm speaking for myself. I don't know how you are, but by God, everybody, I'm leaving here right now doing this reaction, and this is legit. I am going to go and I'm going to work some leg day, and I'm going to do some abs because Dana has inspired me. And even though Dana, checks out her waist and makes sure she looks good, we all should be doing that, keeping healthy, making sure that we're body positive about one another, and feeling good about ourselves, which I believe the happy-go-lucky Dana Sterling is. Friends, until such time as, I don't know, we're gym rats together or we get to watch Robotech Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.